So let's take a look at the prerequisite first before we begin. As you can see, this is like the minimum requirement we should have in place to install the AACC. You can go with the 8 GB as well. Okay, right now we're gonna do the AACC installation for the CS1K1000 switch. So here are the prerequisites. Make sure you have the AACC 6.4 CD with the latest patches. Your operating system should be release 2 with the service pack 1. The data execution has to be configured. You need to disable the IP version 6, and here is like procedure how to do that. If I can show you, I have already done this. And in all cases what you can do is just go and make sure you have version 6 disabled here, here, and for the ELAN what you need to do, you need to disable the NetBIOS. This is a lab installation, but if you are doing a real time or in a real environment, you need to add the server in the domain. Okay, I hope you are clear with the prerequisite, and yeah, we should have the CS1K IP address and the details as well. So what we're gonna do is we will go here, the D drive. This is a small application which is provided by Avaya. It's a basically very helpful tool which will do the prerequisite installation of the Windows roles and the features. Okay, so first we need to do is we need to run this tool. As you can see, he will install all the prerequisite tools which is required by the AACC. So let's check the system first. So now as you can see, all the prerequisites which are not installed, and now we're gonna install and click install. The feature could install or did not install be installed. Execution policy of the machine will be temporarily disabled. Click yes. So what I'm gonna do, I'll pause the video here and I'll come back once this installation is done. Okay, so now you can see all the roles and the features has been installed. Click OK, just to make sure everything is in place. All looks good. We'll just click the check system again, just to see everything is in place. Right, now we'll close this. And now we will go to our application setup. Just right click on it. It's install. Asking for the .NET. Say accept. Another prerequisites. Install. Copying the required files. Installing the Visual C++. I'm just gonna pause the video here and I'll come back once this small prerequisites are done. Okay, so I guess all the prerequisites are done. So we'll click next. We will accept, continue. Okay, what I'm gonna do, we have multiple options with the SIP, which is mostly works with the CM, Avaya CM. Here is the Avaya, or you can say Nodal CS1K integration. We will only go with the voice contact only. We'll go without media server or without multimedia. Right now it's just a demo, it's just a lab setup, so I'm just going with the voice contact server only. You have other multiple options which will not go through right now. Say next. Here is the partition drive, which is D drive, and then this is gonna be the location or the folder drive where the application gonna be installed. This is our database. This is for the CCMS manager server database. We'll go with the E drive since we have a larger space over here. And this is the installed communication control CCT, which doesn't require much drive or much space, so we will go with the G drive. So this is basically the drives we need and the space we need, and you should have the space according to your size, according to your call center, according to your number of agents, number of calls. This is all about the sizing tool. Then we go to the product updates. So initially we need to go and select the service pack, which is always on the D drive. We'll gonna install the service pack 14. We're gonna select the root folder for the service pack, click OK, and now it will scan the whole folder, whatever the product details, what are the product update we're gonna have. If you can see over here. Okay, all clear. Click next. Now I'm gonna do some checksum and it's gonna take several minutes. I hope it's not gonna take much time. The system has been completed. Okay, we have some drive and hardware alarms. Number of CPUs 4, it should have 8 or 12 GB RAM. So right now it's giving me error or warning that we should have this much amount of RAM, which we do not have right now. It says the low RAM used only for the lab system only. But now we have a software error. I need to check what is it. Okay, so I need to go and change. Alright, I'm gonna go and change the host name. Let me see what host name right now. I might forgot to check. Oh yeah, it should be host name should not contain greater than 15 or less than 16. So what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna change, gonna add letter lab, click OK. So I'm gonna pause the video and I'll come back when the system is up again. click OK. Okay, restart. It's gonna take a couple of minutes. I shall be back. Okay, so we have changed the host name. If you go to the software, go all the way down, and now our host name looks fine. And we will see other warnings. For the time being, we can ignore this for the tries. Since it is a lab, we can ignore. Hardware, we can ignore. Yeah, looks good. Now we can proceed. Click next. Okay, so here we're gonna say the general information like Avaya lab, Avaya lab. This is a real-time statistics multicast IP address. We should not change this one right now. So this is where, since we have CS1K integration, so remember we should have two interface, one as a customer LAN and one is the ELAN, which is like embedded LAN, which has to communicate to the CS1K. So in here we're gonna select the customer LAN. As you can see, we have two network cards connected here with a different subnet. Then we should select the embedded LAN. Then you need to go to the licenses. You need to select the license. Since this is lab, I should have some dummy license over here. No, let me just copy the license. Yeah, just copy on the system. Let me go to the root drive. Surface, okay. Open queue. Okay, then go to the CS1K. Oh yeah, we need to give a serial number of the switch, which you can usually find like this. Scroll down, just paste over there. This is a CS1K switch serial number. Remember, you should have this number, otherwise you won't be able to connect to the CS1K as like integration. And then you need to select whatever the features or the packages you have purchased with your licenses. So I was just gonna cross check what packages do I have. CS1K. You need to gather these details from your CS1K switch. The switch IP address 35.128. Let's say 100. You need to configure the customer number. Either it can be 0, 1 or 2. We'll go with the 1. This is if you have the redundant switch, or you have alternate switch customer number, or you have alternate switch serial number. So right now it is not relevant to us. It's a lab only, so we're just doing a lab purpose. So voice service setup, if you're using the integration like Experience Portal or the Call Pilot, you need to configure this section as well. You go to the CCMA. So we need to configure the sysadmin IP, the contact center administrator Windows account. Just select the password. Select the password. Leave these ports as default. You don't need to change unless or until it is required. So this is done. Licensing is done. CCMS is done. Now we can proceed. Let's just bring in the middle. Click next. Must be very strong. Okay, we'll just use a upper letter. That's fine. Next, let's go through all of it. Looks good. The packages, the service pack, the host name, yeah, all fine. Now we will begin the installation. Click install. We'll stick for a while and then I'm gonna pause the video. We'll come back, or I'll come back if in between something needs to be done or something needs to be shown. I'll be back. The installation is still going on and we have reached to the web installation contact center web start. So when initiated, so you can see the whole process of installation. It is still going on. Since it is a lab system, that's why with the low RAM the installation is going low. Installation is going slow, so I'll pause it here again and then we will come back. Welcome back, guys. Now our installation is done. I'll just go through and see everything is fine. As you can see, all green, all checked, looks good. So this is how we do the installation of Avaya Aura Contact Center 6.4 with the Service Pack 14. I hope you liked the video. From now on, I'll be stopping the video, and maybe in my next tutorial we'll go through with the other patches, or we'll go through the other installations. Thank you very much, and we're gonna restart.